Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is October 17th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. We'll start today's episode with our ETFs. We'll be covering the spot Bitcoin ETF, which on October 15th, BlackRock ended up being minus $10 million, so we closed with minus $104 million. On October 16th, we don't know what BlackRock did, but for now, we're at negative $501 million. For Ethereum ETFs, on October 15th, BlackRock was the only one to make a serious move on their ETF, and for that, they had a total of plus $164 million, so they closed the day at plus $169 million. And on October 16th, without BlackRock, we're at negative $103 million. Let's also say that BlackRock sees all the chaos that's happening with stablecoins, so they want to get in on the action. BlackRock told us that it will reshape one of its funds to serve exclusively US stablecoin issuers, making the fund an approved reserve asset for such tokens under the recently passed Genius Act. So as I said, BlackRock sees that stablecoins are very powerful and is building products to support them. Moving on to all those buying crypto right now who are probably seeing the lows, we'll go to BitMine, which bought $417 million worth of Ethereum, while SharpLink Gaming has seen its share price fall as it sold $76.5 million of its shares to buy more Ethereum. From Ethereum, we'll go to Solana with DeFi Development, which bought 86,000 Solana at an average of $110 per coin and now owns almost 5% of the total Solana supply in the market right now. And for Solana, we'll go to a company that invests in one of the protocols on Solana, Alpha 16Z, which invested $50 million in Jito. Jito is one of the largest liquid staking protocols on Solana. According to the deal, Alpha 16Z will receive Jito coins in return, but we don't know the amount. Let's just say this isn't the first time we've heard of JITO or companies investing in it or using its services. And it's time to see some news about the US president's investments. First, the publicly traded media company Newsmax is creating a digital asset vault focused on Bitcoin and President Donald Trump's meme coin. Let's say it will invest $5 million. Moving on to the US president's investments. As we've reported in previous episodes of Crypto News, it's been rumored that World Liberty Finance, Mr. Trump's DeFi company, is getting ready to get into tokenization and put houses on the blockchain. This was something we already knew, but it wasn't 100% certain. But the US president's son, Eric Trump, has come out and revealed that these plans were indeed taking shape, and that World Liberty Finance wants to get deeper into tokenization. And what's the main reason why the Trump family is investing so heavily in cryptocurrencies and growing across the board? The reason is because they make money. According to the same person, the Trump family has made $1 billion in profits from their crypto ventures, from the NFTs they sold in the US to the meme coin and everything in between. And of course, they'll keep making money. Moving on to our exchanges, let's move on to Coinbase, which has built a platform for businesses. Coinbase has launched a cryptocurrency product that it describes as a complete financial platform that allows small and medium-sized businesses to accept cryptocurrency as payment and earn returns on stablecoins. The product will be called Coinbase Business and will launch later this year with a 4.1% APY on USDC, which will be the main stablecoin used on the platform. We'll see many more of these services in the coming years, especially as laws and regulations come into effect. From Coinbase, let's move on to Kraken, which has also made a purchase. And Kraken has acquired Small Exchange for a not-so-small $100 million, the company told us. Let's just say that with this particular purchase, Kraken can now create markets for US-listed derivatives. This will help it expand its platform even further, essentially the products it sells. Meanwhile, a much larger acquisition has been made by Ripple. We learned that Ripple has acquired a company called GT Treasury for $1 billion, apparently as part of a strategic acquisition to expand Ripple's business. Under the deal, this market will provide Ripple with the infrastructure to manage digital assets held in corporate vaults, including stablecoins and tokenized deposits. These are two very big narratives, as you've already seen in the episode, that can ultimately be used to generate revenue for customers. Let's say that this market is going to be combined with Ripple's blockchain. That is, they're going to put everything on the blockchain, obviously. As a result, this will give Ripple the ability to have this product available 24/7, which makes it very competitive because it's not something something that exists in the traditional world. So, very good news for Ripple and XRP, as you can see. And now it's time to go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin is at $106,000, with the price reaching $103,000 and entering our support. The reason is all the news we know from crypto news, from the tariffs, that we don't know what will happen, to the US government that is still closed, resulting in uncertainty for the US economy and some serious decisions that need to be made, to traders who continue to use high leverage. Once Bitcoin fell below $100,000, we saw $524 million worth of liquidations, which is the main reason why the price fell so sharply. Another factor affecting the market is the typical Mt. Gox case, which has a deadline until October 31st to return money to the various people who lost it. Already through the blockchain, it seems that 34,000 Bitcoins have been transferred. People are very afraid that these will sell off sharply and cause further drops. Obviously, this is not certain. However, it is another fear in the market. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is October 17th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.